Hey everybody, welcome back to another settlement video. I was already like 10 minutes into the tour when I realized I didn't press record. So, anyway, I'm here at Tenpines. I'm a little worried because I've been crashing. What I think I'm going to do is, because I put so much detail, I just don't think the engine can really handle it. So I'm thinking of ways to build these settlements, keeping in line with my main playthrough, and then I'm probably gonna scrap them after I like show you guys, and then build the next one. So it's kind of like, I don't know, just because these saves, like, they're starting to crash like consistently. And it's because this settlement and then the next one that I'm going to show you guys in the next video, there's a lot of details into them. So I'm gonna start off by showing you guys. This is the main gate. It comes from this east bridge entrance. The reason I did the walls like this is because of how many trees are in this area. So it made sense to me that the settlers would be cutting down trees. I guess the spikes are for defensive purposes. But yeah, they made their walls out of all the trees that were here. This is the little community outhouse when you first get here, just in case you got to do your business. There is a little community board here, a couple of them, bounties, I'm going to show you guys my little guard post that overlooks the east entrance. I got these new turrets that are really pretty, they're pretty powerful. There's a couple different kinds, but this is a new mod on the Nexus. So yeah, she just looks at this little bridge, and she's got a pretty good idea of who's coming in and out of the settlement. This is the town bar. There's not a whole lot to say about stuff like this. I just want it to look really cool, so I'm going to show you guys what I did here. It's kind of tight, but I don't know. I thought it was really well decorated. Little window. There's not a whole lot to say about stuff like this. It's just, I want to show you guys what you're capable of making, give you decoration ideas for bars, because bars are in pretty much every settlement video that anyone's ever made ever. But I like making them unique. I like giving other people ideas, and having this like fit in with the lore of the rest of the settlement. This right here, we actually built over this little log that's already here. But this is like the little hotel, or the little, it's called the Rights Inn. So in here, we've got the innkeep. And she kind of just keeps an eye on everything, and obviously she rents you your rooms. A little bit about her decorations right here. She has 3 levels to this little hotel. So the cheapest room is actually out back, and this runs into our little responder area. If you guys have seen my other videos, I'm running the Responders of the Commonwealth mod that puts this new faction into the Commonwealth. So this is her area. She's like the town doctor. She'll sell meds and everything. So normally she sits here. I don't know what she's doing. She's probably stretching. But the first little motel room is this kind of little dainty area surrounded by cloth. You kind of get what you pay for with this one. But still a bed, still technically a roof over your head, even if you're missing other walls. The second tier, this is I believe this is the Berkeley. Yeah. So you get this little lounge area to just kind of relax. I'll show you the room. Comes with its own little John, Nice little mattress, an armoire, just for you to keep your junk in. A little first aid just in case you get a paper cut in the middle of the night. I don't know. Up top, we have Beacon Street. So it has this cool little area that I made a breakfast nook in. Great views. I'll show you guys the interior. So this is pretty much anything a traveler could need. Little area for their belongings. The coolest part about this, the reason you pay the big bucks, Look at that, huh? Little John with a view? I know you guys are vibing with it. You don't have to lie. Let me show you guys the rest of the digs. Down here, this is our little Minutemen outpost. So down here, it's just got the little essential area where they make their meals. They make their reports. They're in communication with the castle, of course. Let me show you guys the living quarters. I'll show you, actually, this little thing back here. This is obviously, it's a guard post. But no matter how hard I tried, my settlers couldn't be bothered. I scoured the forums. I really feel like I did everything I could to try to put somebody up here, and it just didn't work. But there's binoculars up here, and it's an overlook. Anything going down there in the valley. Look, see, you got eyes on those little dogs over there. I thought it made a lot of sense to put a guard post here, and I decorated it really cool, and I made it look awesome. And then, yeah, I couldn't assign anybody here. But it exists. So in my head, they take shifts and they come over here. This is a little storage for water. This is their bathroom. That's where they take their showers. There's not a whole lot to say about it. The living quarters is really cool. So it comes up here. The cool thing about these beds being right here is even if it's the middle of the night, some of my Minutemen are sleeping. If there's an attack, maybe from the west, they can still get up. They still have cover. They could still defend the settlement at a moment's notice. Let me get back down to over here. I built a west entrance. That's what this is. So again, it's got my turrets. The funny thing about this is I had her here when we were building. And we got attacked by some super mutants, and we didn't have any firepower. So she's since been given a fat man, and pretty much any other type of arsenal that she needs. She has a beacon, just for the rest of the settlement, an emergency beacon for the castle, just in case we're overrun. But now she has a little bit more firepower because she is kind of out here by herself. She does have the turret support right above her, but you never know. Going back over here, this is just a residential area. This little RV. So this is where one of the residents sleeps, stays, spends their free time. This door is kind of a pain in the... There we go. This is, if you've been playing Sim Settlements 2, this is one of the guard posts that for whatever reason the guard doesn't go to anymore. She kind of just stands still. So I don't know if it's a Sim Settlements problem, a script problem, whatever it is, but she doesn't go here anymore. This is where the original house is when you get to Tenpines, the little shack. And I wanted to give the little farm couple here, a nice cabin. You'll see there's things on the roof we'll look at. This is their little buggy that they've built to get around when they're going to Diamond City. Sometimes they'll travel like this, bring the wares back, bring the wares to, do a little bit of trading. But let me show you guys the inside. Opens up to a lovely fireplace. Here's their kitchen. I love mods, guys. It just adds so much better stuff to the game. Like I said, this is someone coming from the PlayStation with limited access to what you can really build. And mods have just changed my life with this game. This little area over here is their bathroom. So they have a cool little tub, little sink, and then the living quarters. They have their armoire with their belongings. I don't know if it's my EMB or if it's like the NAC mod that I have, but whenever it rains, it just does it a little too much. Like all this stuff inside here should not be getting wet, but whatever. Hopefully we'll, You know what? You know what I could do? Nah, it'll be okay. I was gonna change the weather, but the rain, you can still see everything. Everything's just gonna be like soaked. that's how these graphic mods work. This is the farm. I didn't move the area, but that's, if you watched my Red Rocket video, this is the Sim Settlements 2 level 3 farm. And so I've got a couple farmers in here. Of course, I've decorated it a little differently. The roof, see, so the workshop is right here. The roof, this is where those farmers, they grow some wheat up here, a couple other plants. It has grass on the roof panels, which I thought was a lovely touch. Give them a mute fruit tree, a little plant, and then this is where they relax, you know, after a hard day's work. My favorite thing about this settlement is probably just the views, because of some of my building choices, the views that my settlers get. It's a really peaceful thing when you live out in the boonies. That comes down to this little RV for another one of my settlers. Properly decorated, of course, with a little deck. That's where they do their business. This is one of the radios I got from the CVC mod. I'll show you guys inside. This is how we've decorated it. See, so they have all kinds of maps. They travel a lot, if you couldn't tell. I didn't put anything on the shelves. Everything's in the suitcase, in that little dresser. But there's a candle up there. I get to the point where, like, I'm decorating places, and it's like, okay, I could, like, soup up these shelves. I could make them look, like, really nice. But then I can't build, like, something else because I'm either, like, really close to my... I've already gone over the build limit, like, twice because I think... Yeah, see, that's the Minutemen that's supposed to be there. You're not helping me by standing there. I think it's Sim Settlements that lets you manage the workshop, and that lets you increase the build limit by like 25, 50, or 100%. And I think I've done 100% 2 or 3 times, not just with this settlement, but with like every settlement. Of course, I'm on PC. I'm testing the limits of my PC by doing that. And like I said at the beginning, I've crashed a ton. So take that with a grain of salt. This is a little water purification area leading into my where my traders are. So I'll show you their area a little bit. This is a little clothesline. That's how they wash their gear. And then it's just this cool little community area. Couple of beds, a couch. The Brahmin will definitely, they've been a little bit easier to deal with in this settlement because of where I've put these troughs. So they stay here. I gave them another little toilet because, I mean, why not, you know? And that opens up to our little north entrance, which is protected by this Minutemen in this tower. There's the huge cliff right here, and nobody really comes from over there, but I'll get into it. I have more defenses set up over there, so I'll show you guys that in a sec. But this is her tower. This is one of the Sim Settlements 2 Minutemen, so she comes with a quest whenever you meet her. And I put her out here, you know, overlooking the whole north side. She also has her own little toilet, just because, you know, like, her walking all the way down to use the trader's bathroom or the outhouses, it just doesn't make a lot of sense when I need her here. You know, I don't want her to be on a bathroom break and a Deathclaw walk up and kill everybody, you know? So I gave her a bathroom. We'll go back around here. This is the remnants of a barn that used to be here. And we've converted it into a little area where the farmers will sell their wares. So they'll put some produce over here, and then it's a little greenery with the plants. And that opens up to, this is where the destroyed house used to be. I built this this yurt. And inside, it's got some really cool stuff. Hopefully, everybody's where they're supposed to be. Yeah. It's got an armor. Everything you could possibly need. Little diagnostics computer. This is one of the Sim Settlement's weapons plots. And this is one of my Sim Settlement's 2 characters who, I think she's like a hunter. When you get the quest from her, she makes you kill like some deer or whatever. So she has a little crew in here. I'll show you a little bit about what this plot actually looks like. So it's got all these weapons up here. I don't know why they're just standing still. They always do that. But there's a ton of detail that goes into here, and then I added a couple more things just to make it look a little more like a shop. I guess it's about to be Halloween per the decorations. And then this is like a little, I don't want to call it a restaurant, but this is where they sell game that they hunt. Giant mutant hound. I guess that's what's for dinner. I don't know. I was really proud with how this whole little thing turned out. These 3 are kind of like a crew. They stick together. And that's how I utilized this space. Coming down, I'll show you guys a little bit. This is where our Brahmin stays. I felt it necessary for a farm to have a Brahmin. They get their milk, their eggs. It's finally stopped raining. Maybe things will dry up. You never know. I'll show you. This is where that girl that's running the little food shop, this is where she stays at. This is another one of the Sim Settlements 2 plots, one of the residential ones. I don't know what this is all supposed to be about. I didn't touch anything in here, so this comes, pre-decorated at the level 3. Gives you guys a glimpse of what the Sim Settlements 2 mod is all about for some of these residential areas. Coming back around here, see, this is how I path my Minutemen into here. She was coming here like before I built all this, so I don't know how this messed it up, but I'm not really tripping on it. This is where we have a machine disassembler type chick, and she stays up here. So she has a cool little shack. Everything she needs. Room with a view, of course. I'll go show you guys where she works. Back around here. So I think her name is, I want to say it's like Catherine. Yeah. I don't know. She's one of the Sim Settlements 2 characters. She's really hyped about like scrapping stuff and building stuff. So you gotta assign her to one of those plots, and then this is kind of the workshop that she builds. So she gives you, I think, like scrap quests. Like, it's pretty much go here, kill these raiders, get this box. But she does come with a couple of quests. In here, like the rest of my settlements, you guys already know what's up. I like building these little rooms. I mean, they're necessary. There are mods out there that lets you like put power in every cell, so you don't have to build a generator and then the wires and do all that. But I don't know. I like I said, I like making the lore friendly settlements, so I don't have a problem putting the generator down. This is a little grave, or a little cemetery that we built for some of our fallen brothers and sisters. A little area to kind of peek out that southwest side. This is a treehouse. This is a part of the, I want to say, the Cabin in the Woods mod. But it lets you build inside. So I built this cool little area for one of my other farmers. And he stays in here. He doesn't have a lot, but he lives in a cool treehouse. I just thought it would look cool. The last little bit is back here. So this is our assumed settlements where you store your scrap. We have another one of those. Another turret. And then around here, we actually, in this very corner, have another little guard post. So since this Minuteman, she stays out here by herself. She does have the radio backpack, just in case she sees everything. She'll radio it in, get everybody else's attention for the rest of the settlement, and we'll be on alert. Let me, one thing I wanted to show you guys is the, how big the settlement actually is. So we'll go into free cam and I'll kind of show you guys the whole area we're looking at here. See, so we're just, gosh, it's hard to control. That's where we're at, the little corner. And it just goes all the way around. So this is just to kind of show you guys how the settlement flows. Little view of everything. I don't remember how long this took me. It took me a while to build up Tenpines for sure. And you guys, if you guys have been here, you know just how small of a settlement it starts out as. I do have a mod increasing my, like, the borders of the settlement. I think it's the settlement extended mod. And that's how I'm able to build, like, all the way over here. I built the bar and everything. And then, like I said, that cabin right there, for reference, is where the original Tenpines house is. So you guys can kind of get an idea of how I built the settlement. I'll just come all the way around. See, here's the beautiful guard post that nobody wants to work at. That's pretty much it for this. I should have another video really soon. I'm going to record another one right after I record this one. It's a little bit of a treat, but it's a settlement that's crashing a lot. And so I got to get the video done and get the tour out so I can kind of tear it down and be able to play in that area again. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe. Shout out to the Fallout Settlements Reddit. I get a lot of viewers from that subreddit. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys checking out the video. Like I said, let me know what you think. This is Champagne. I'll see you guys in the next video.